We've all heard of scanning infrastructure as code, or IaC, to shift security left and detect issues in cloud infrastructure before it's even deployed. Even though scanning IaC is a pretty common practice, there are still some caveats to it that many may not be aware of. One of these is detecting issues that arise from the use of reusable IaC components. Reusable IaC components, such as Terraform modules, allow you to provision resources or groups of resources defined in source files by simply sending them a configuration. Modules can be defined locally or sourced from a private or even public registry. Using components such as Terraform modules is a very common best practice for easier and often more accurate deployments. Not to mention, it removes the need to rewrite and maintain more code. So these components are of course a feature, not a bug, but let's understand how they might pose a challenge when it comes to finding misconfigurations. Tenable Cloud Security scans your infrastructure as code to find security issues. In this console, you can easily access the scans performed on your code and see their findings. This is hardly unique. However, what a lot of infrastructure as code scanning tools would do is simply look for misconfigurations in the raw code. But what happens if a misconfiguration is not represented in the raw code in a straightforward way, but only manifests itself when the parameters from a module block are processed along with the module source? A security tool that only reviews the raw code probably won't alert you to this misconfiguration. For example, this public S3 bucket wasn't detected just because of what's written in the code of the model that created it. It was detected because the value for the ACL was public read. It was defined in this initial call in this file and sent to the model from this call in this file. And that's what made the bucket public. Tenable Cloud Security was able to deconstruct the trace and figure that out. Tenable scans for such findings in models sourced from registries, as we saw here, and similarly in local models, as can be seen here. Can your infrastructure as code scanning tool do this? You may want to check. So don't just use any cloud security tool. Have one that takes the analysis to the next level using Tenable Cloud Security.